Hey, Leanna, how's it going?
I must have been in the wrong meeting. Sorry.
No worries. Give me a second here. Let me just make sure we correct that.
Yeah, let me see. I think I was in a different one. I think it was two. It was three.
But here's how you know the true champs, because you still made it to the right one.
It's like, I'm looking on my calendar and I was like, I'm gonna go to this.
Hang on, give me a second here. This is this is a sign of a true champion right here. You still made it to the right one.
Okay, let me go. How do I go back? Oh, everybody else is probably having the same problem.
Leanna is here. Grayson is here. All right. Everybody get comfortable. See, Grayson out there, he made it to the call and he's not even indoors. What's everybody? You see, this is what I want you guys. This is your fucking competition right here, man. Uh, you guys found it somehow. Dou- Double check. Freaking, you can't make this shit up.
No, how many people said they were gonna show up, and like how many showed up? I'm so curious.
Dude, I mean, we hosting. Hang on. Let me technical difficult. Let me troubleshoot this thing for these people real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'm here.
Okay,
Grayson, where are you right now? What city?
I'm in Manhattan. Oh, I'm in Queens right now, Queens, New
Oh
York.
shit.
Yeah, and right now the subway it stops, and there's no more subway, so now I gotta take a bus all the way back to my house. But it didn't stop me. I'm not gonna let me stop. Not gonna let it stop me getting a job.
Queens, baby. Queens,
Yeah.
Sean. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Hey, Liana, are you there?
Hey.
Hey, nice to meet you over Zoom. I actually have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if I can sample your scripts so I can like word it in my words whenever I cold call a manager because I feel like whenever I
Mhm.
do it, it's not like as superb, I guess. Because you told me you left a voicemail and like they were like, "Whoa, that's amazing." And then you got 3 interviews today, right?
I had two interviews today and one on Monday, but are you using Chat GPT or Copilot?
Not Copilot. I am using ChatGPT, but it's not like I don't know. I
Uh,
wouldn't say it's the best. But I mean, is that what you use?
that's what I use. And I told it to say it how I would say it. And then
Oh,
yeah, so say like you want to call the hiring manager, like, hey, this is Grayson. I'm leaving you this voicemail because I applied for this role, the SDR role or whatever. And sometimes our vocabulary can be off, but you can
yeah.
tell ChatGPT to rephrase it how you would say it. So they'll rephrase it more naturally how you would talk. And that's how, I'll just, and then I won't talk for too long. I'll just like, hey, this is Leanna. I did apply for the sales development position. And I really like your mission. And I'll say like a few things about their mission. And then that's it. Yeah. I have it too. I wish I could play it for you. Maybe I can send it to you or something.
That's good. I think I have the gist. It's like, say you or
Yeah,
me talking to a hiring manager and you have to leave a voicemail, but
yeah.
you applied to an SDR role.
Mm.
Okay.
You
SDR.
just be yourself. Like I get it. Chat GPT, they be making it sound like too much. Just be yourself. Like, hey, this is Grayson. I applied for the sales development position, and
Yeah.
I would love the opportunity to have an interview with you. Please give me a call back at this number. Bye. You ain't even gotta say hellish stuff.
Okay. Because I feel
Yeah,
like maybe I was or I'm overthinking it. Like it has to be perfect. It has to be right. But I guess
right.
not. I guess
The
not.
most natural in yourself, because they really want you to be yourself. Like I talked to a lady today, and like they can tell when our resumes are from AI, and they really just want you to be real, and that
Of
right manager will connect with you.
That is
course.
so true. That is so true. They want you to go out there and just really be yourself. I
Yeah.
can't, I can't, I can't stress that. Basically, I can't stress that enough. Okay, so let's go ahead, kick things off. I want you two should definitely go ahead and actually like have additional syncs because I'm gonna go out there and tell y'all something. Having been doing this for 8 years, I tell you that the signs of like what it takes to be successful in a hunt,
Uh,
it's basically like it's this. It's showing up. It's basically just showing up on time and like making sure that you're doing everything. I mean, you guys are trusting me to go ahead and do my job, and then I'm trusting you guys to go ahead and do your job.
yeah.
Look at look at how many people, yesterday was day one of the challenge, and look at how many people said like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go ahead and get this job within
Yeah.
Q. And look at, this is why my IG handle is What Bad Economy, because I truly believe that we are in 100% control of our own economy. And that's what it's all. Oh, Arthur, gracious of you to go ahead and show up. Bless us with your presence.
So
Uh,
sorry, I was on my phone scrolling and I lost track of time. So something happens like when you do the
oh,
TikTok kind of thing. Yeah. So I got
this
so
is
into that for a minute, but then I was like, oh
oh,
no, 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 10 minutes. Like, oh,
this is your
okay.
competition, folks. This is your competition. Okay. This is actually why I tell people that, like, this is actually why, like, what is that I'm telling people is this is your competition. Y'all made it. Despite, look at all the people that were here yesterday. And then look at all the people that, like, I want to give you guys, like, the placebo
I'm looking
effect.
at and see 5 participants. Wow.
Right, exactly. I want to go out there and tell you guys this right now. Like, it's so important that when you guys are approaching this game, tech sales, and in life, that we're just maintaining accountability for just doing this. We are showing our competitors, course careers, what we do to get you guys to, and they still refuse to do it. If you take a look at, like, if you guys just think about like sports, right? You know, think about like a Tom Brady or like a Kobe. These champs, they shower next to these guys. They see what they're eating every single day. They see them showing up to the gym earlier than everybody every single day. They see them the last to leave. Craziest story is actually when like Steve Gerrard, who transferred from the UK to play at LA Galaxy. I heard a story, I don't know if it's true, where they won the championship that night for like, MLS, and the next day the guy was still kicking the ball at the field. That's freaking crazy, right? That level of like mentality. So Your output is gonna go ahead and determine basically your input. And once we get you guys off of this challenge, it's amazing. We get people into the jobs, and then the next challenge that I want to see all you, and I know that is data says that 66% of those people make it to our next challenge, which is getting tech SDRs promoted. Okay. Now 66%, 2 out of 3. I'm hoping you're going to change that stereotype, buddy. But I can already tell that for the first two, the people that showed up to this call on time, y'all are gonna go out there and crush that challenge. Because the next part of our mission is to get you guys promoted and to be the #1 producer on your team, so y'all can go ahead and just move up the ranks. When people are on the like you guys have to operate as if like this is a real sales meeting on a sales team. Sales is all about accountability. And once we get y'all the jobs, which is gonna happen, I really don't. You guys can see, I think you guys can kind of feel it. Like this is gonna happen before Valentine's Day, right? Like, we want to go out there, help you guys crush quota, grab the biggest commission checks, that #1 producer spot where there's the bonus. Ms. Walker, I want to make sure you grab that check and you wave it to people. Feel like, and then that's when this is going to be the hilarious thing. That's when your coworkers are going to be like, yo, Grayson, what are you doing, man? I'm going to work. I have my
Is
call
it
list.
always 3 interviews?
Huh?
Is it always going to be like 3 interviews, or some companies do it differently?
It's always going to go ahead and pretty much, I mean, at this point right now in the game, it's about like just 3, right? So we're gonna start off with this right now with some wins. Um, I got a chance to go ahead and see Mr. Grayson here, you crushed you actually went out there and I saw that you actually made some output. So the first thing that I like to do in these sessions is just show people like how many roles are actually out there because we always want to like reaffirm to ourselves. This is actually the first thing that I go ahead and do is take a look at like all the roles that are hiring, especially when I'm sorting by like the last 24 hours because here's the thing, right? Okay. So we got one role here. I'm just gonna do this thing quickly and I want to go out there and reaffirm this because one of the major reasons why people aren't getting the job in the amount of time that they're getting it in, even when they get the interviews, this is all psychological at this point, is because they feel like, oh, like I'm afraid to mess up on the interview, or I'm afraid to say this, or like if I do this, it might make me like, I want you guys to have this mentality that like interviews are like school buses. There's just going to be another one coming down the rainbow. Now, we recorded the session yesterday, and as you can see here, this one was posted what, just 4 hours ago, right? So I want us to start building up that abundance mindset because the top producers on sales teams, they are basically they're like black belts, 8th degree black belts at abundance. When they're making cold calls out there, when they're calling people, they're not thinking, or when they're developing their sales pipeline, at a HubSpot or something, or like a Salesforce, you want to know why. Uh, See, we got another one. And you know what? Just because that rolls in Canada, we're gonna go out there and try to grab that thing too. We actually had somebody in the program that took a job from the UK. That dude was pretty hilarious. It's like, oh, like you do understand this position's in England, and he was like, that's why you need an American because we actually like to do things like go to work here. And the guy could not stop laughing. He's like, what do you know about the UK? You guys drink too much and don't work enough? And the dude was actually like selling. He's like, listen, he's like, if you guys are building software solutions in the UK, your #1 market is the US anyways. Because we have 300 million people here. You guys have what? He's like, I don't know the number, but it's not 300 million. And the dude was like, yo, this is exactly who we need on the team. Because it's true. Like all those other companies, BlackBerry was a Canadian company, relevant when it was. And you know who's their number one market? Their number one market is actually their number one market was the US. So and plus like we've actually landed people a crap ton of jobs that landed people like a crap ton of jobs where one of the territories that they cover is like the UK, like how you know like in sales you have like you know West Coast and then East Coast territories, or your region is like the Southwest region, right? Or you know your niche is like the e-commerce niche. You honestly think when you're working for Salesforce and you say, yeah, like imagine there had to be at one point somebody that sold Outreach.io to the UK. What are we gonna say? No, we're not gonna take that money. Somebody get this guy a steak dinner. You just got yourself a dinner at Outback's, man, this week. You know, I mean, come on. So like, I was like, what? You gonna really? It was hilarious. So I had a one admissions team member who had met beautiful love story here. Had met. Okay, we got another one going 4 hours ago, right? I'm gonna be ready to add all this in here, but today I'm gonna actually be a part of like helping y'all just craft up some of those messages. So he was a team member of ours. Long story short, met a girl that he fell in love with. She was on visa here from England.
Take
And
off my jacket.
yeah, and that dude,
Taking off my jacket.
cool, cool, cool. And then that dude was just like, he ended up, you know, she had to go back to the UK. She had to go back to the UK. And then what ended up happening was like, he actually was the one that developed the UK pipeline for Prodigy. It's like it's got to be people looking for product manager jobs in England too, right? But you see, when there's a will, there is really a way. So this dude was just like on top of doing everything that he was doing for us, he was just DMing product managers in the UK all day, and then he actually opened up that line for us. Hi, I'm excited. My team is growing. I'm looking for business development with the grind mentality. Sounds like remember what I said? Every single time they will respect you because how you present yourself this week and maybe the first half of next week, it's all about developing pipeline. So this is what you guys are going to be doing on the job anyways, right? We're going to go ahead and the thing that we're just going to be focusing on is, and this is why y'all want to go ahead and apply together as a group, is like you guys want to go ahead and just get like see sometimes it's not even overtly obvious where they don't have like necessarily a posting. They're just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and post. This is actually what they want to see when um like from somebody like Salesforce yesterday. We bagged in 9 hiring managers from Salesforce yesterday. This was posted up 3 hours ago. And a big reason why all these CRM companies are hiring hard is because of something called AI agents. And if you take a look at Salesforce, AI agents, you'll see that they're deploying like crazy. Another thing here is like HubSpot also deploying AI like crazy. So the next part of the challenge, once we get y'all into the job and getting you guys to get promoted is AI is going to make the biggest difference because like you might spend 3 hours crafting at best, maybe 15, 20 follow-up emails, right? Hey, remember you said you wanted me to go ahead and reach out in March after you guys like shipped out this product, or like, hey, you remember like you know, you were getting married at the end of February and you wanted me to reach out to March 15th. All that stuff is not going to be these cookie cutter it's not going to be these cookie cutter things anymore because like you got like we said in the beginning of this call, ChatGPT, you guys are like, oh, I want you guys to be real. AI is about to get to the point where it can get very authentic if you understand how to prompt it, where it's just you're going to have literally an AI assistant where you're going to be able to even give your AI assistant a name like, hey, Sarah, or hey, James, let's go ahead. Like, you guys know that, like, I'm pretty sure you guys all watched Iron Man, where it's like, Jarvis, it's going to be like, Sarah, oh, no problem at all. Oh, that's interesting. Y'all getting married? And you guys going to go to the honeymoon after that. Where are you guys going to be going? Lake Como. Oh, cool. That's in Italy, right? Yeah. Have you been? No, never been, but I did see some photos of it. It's gonna be nice. But yeah, we're really pumped up about it. And it's actually gonna say you're actually gonna be able to prompt the AI. It's like, hey, follow up with James March 15th. Ask him, how did things go in Lake Como? And instead of you manually entering it, like you guys are doing that right now with HubSpot, and you feel how clunky it is right now. You guys are going to be able to prompt it, and you guys are going to be able to give the AI. This is actually our next level of the game because the person that's going to be operating with that is going to completely out follow up, out nurture, out sell, out close all the other all the other tech sales folks that are on their team. And it's going to be like, and you're going to be able to give it additional prompts. If it doesn't follow, if they don't respond to you, send a follow-up message, and it's going to have all these customized sequences that you guys are going to be able to do in like 20 to 45 seconds. The teams, and this is actually what they want because sales is largely a follow-up game. See, same thing right here. If they ever have one more thing, remember, if they ever have the link, and I know, Niana, you've been a boss about doing this. If they have a link to say book a call with them, get your call scheduled with them first. But I'm gonna be adding all of this here. Docket AI. Y'all are gonna see a lot of companies with AI that are gonna be hiring for sales folks because that's where companies want to go ahead and double down their talent. We're gonna see that. You see, 4 hours ago, sales development representative. At the end of the day, I get so many questions too from the team, Rich, but it says they're looking for somebody in Pittsburgh. Yo, like, let's be honest. If you bring in the company cash money because you're really good at what you do, right? It's like, look at how many people apply to jobs for you. Who reached out to you today on LinkedIn? Me. You're right. That's what I'm gonna and let me show you my Airtable here. If you weren't gonna reach back out to me, I was gonna go ahead and follow up with you, right? So I'm gonna grab a few more of these roles
Hey,
now.
so Rich, it doesn't matter if they're in another state
It
and
doesn't even
want to
matter.
work. Oh,
No,
okay.
it doesn't even matter. It doesn't
As long
even
as if you're in the same time zone, like if you're in the Eastern time zone, you stick to Eastern, you know what I mean? Like I've even been
Oh,
applying to West Coast and Central because we're only like what 3 hours ahead in Eastern time. It actually works out good because if they want 8 an hour, 8 in the morning Western,
mhm.
it would be what 9, 10, 11 a.m. to start here on Eastern. You know what I
there you
mean?
go. There you
Oh,
go.
I see.
Choose
Okay, I
optimal,
thought that
right?
like if it
If you
says
want a
in New
second
York
shift,
on
if you
site,
want a second shift kind of paradigm, you will go towards West Coast.
I mean, one of our best okay, 55 minutes ago, right? One of our best one of our best team members right now is actually based in Australia. Why? Because like Grayson right here, like you're getting off of work right now. So think about all the people that can't take a call from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, right? Right? People are definitely working later and people are definitely staying up later. So when I tell people, look at the times that these people are posting sometimes, a lot of these postings are happening at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Why do you think they're posting at 9, 10 o'clock at night? They're posting at 9, 10 o'clock at night because during the daytime, they're getting blown up. So that's actually the best time. I used to make all of my cold calls. You know when I used to make all of my cold calls? People used to go out there and be like, yo, is that guy Rich even work? And I was like, you didn't check my roster? He's like, I'm cold calling people, you know when? After 5 o'clock. Because it's LA traffic. Where's that guy gonna go? Come on, man. Talk to me. Where you headed?
East Coast, we're already like past dinner time at that point. Your
Exactly.
guys' 5 is our 8 o'clock. We're like already putting the kids to bed or watching the
Right.
evening news and getting ready for freaking bed.
we're still
Seven.
at work here in Cali, so
There you go. There you go. Where are you in Cali right now? You're in the Bay Area, right?
yes, San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh, no way. I know some people who live in San Francisco. What part?
So I'm on the outskirts. I'm in the East Bay in San Ramon, California. I'm in the suburbs, but the Bay Area still, but 30 minutes away. Yeah, not too far from the city.
Nice.
That's the
Is
thing.
it beautiful, I'm sure.
Yeah, I used to live in the city, but I had to go.
You don't want to be
Right. After a while, I understand. I live in a city myself, and just hearing sirens and planes all day can get annoying.
And with San Francisco and the drug use, it's just too much going on.
Yeah, and I know, like, I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, poverty is everywhere right now too, and I'm even seeing it here in New Hampshire, and we're a small state, but it's yeah, it's everywhere.
y'all see this? See, right?
So
If you guys
you
all,
pretty
if
much
you guys
go.
go ahead.
Do
What do you
you
say?
search like just you go into the search box, type in sales development representative, and then go by posts, and that's how you find those?
Yeah, but like I don't know why. I guess it's because like I always source and see all these like jobs. I guess like it's because like my thing is just a little bit I don't know, the algorithm people have told me that the algorithm for my thing
Yeah.
is like been like I don't know. It's more tailored. So people will say like, yo, Rich, I punched it in to my thing literally the same 3 words on the same website on the same search bar, but it doesn't come up. And I was like, well, I don't really know. Okay, so see, like Salesforce, we see been posting up all week. This was 6 hours ago. Okay, so we're gonna
I
grab
send
that.
out most of my resumes during the second half of the day because that's when they're most likely going to reply. My profile, I went from having under 200 followers in the thick of 2024, and now here I am closing up to 400.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of the game too. I've landed a couple interviews. I have one with Allstate and then
Oh, that's
another one with a 1099 company tomorrow that does cold calling. It's 1099, but I'm going to try it out because I really want
mhm.
to get my foothold into this as well. At least something on the side.
I mean, this is what like listen, see 5 hours ago, right? So like what I noticed from what I did when I was in the game was like I try to observe the habits of and see 10 hours ago, 9 hours ago, 5 hours ago. I mean,
Yep.
look at how many people said that they were gonna be on this
This
call.
is gold to us seeing this, that's why I love doing everything after 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time because that's when I start to see all the good jobs come out.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get them in the morning, but it's hit or miss in the morning. But towards this time, you're gonna get a huge influx, and I love it. Liana, have you been having more success during the day or during the evening hours?
Honestly, during the daytime for me, at where I've been
Yeah.
seeing people sending me requests to interview. Mhm.
Okay. Because I'm seeing it
Daytime.
more in the afternoon hours. I've been getting hit. Like today, I was hit with a few requests back, like around 2 to 4, but I
Okay.
haven't been
Yeah,
getting
mine
much.
has been like in the morning or afternoon time. And then sometimes, again, when I wake up, it'll be like a message in my email early morning because they're on a different time zone.
Yep, that's
That's
what I
crazy
had
how
this
like
morning.
we get our messages at different times.
I know. I think that's what messes up. I think the process too is the time difference because I can't say like how many like times I have sent my application to the West Coast employers and I'll get back to them like later, like 7, 8 o'clock at night sometimes, or it varies.
And my employers I'm applying to, they West Coast, they all over different states, East. Yeah, so I'm not
Get them
sure.
all. Get them all. You know,
Yep.
like here's the thing, like you miss like see this one just posted up 2 hours ago, right? Like y'all miss 100% of the role of the positions that you guys don't hit. Like I actually had we actually had somebody or it's like this position here is like looking for somebody in Mexico. Like you gotta understand, like any type of software that you're gonna go out there and build, like your number one market are American tech companies. Um, you know, that's gonna be y'all, dude. Y'all gonna be doing like freaking podcasts real soon, with me. And here's the thing about these roles too that I want people to understand. This is actually why we're doing these calls live, right? If you guys are like noticing if you guys are like noticing, like da 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 da, agency block, we're looking for is it agent software. We're hiring for 3 sales development representatives. Sales is kind of like the NFL Combine. You want, and this was posted up 9 hours ago, right? They're hiring all these salespeople because just take a look at this group and how many people dropped out. And like, granted, you know, I'm not expecting people to show up like all night, but I'm here, right? Right. I got other things to do. Here's the thing. Most of the reason why companies hire for so many tech salespeople and why do companies contact Elevate to go out there and hire people for them is because they know most of these boys and girls are not going to be there 90 days from now. Especially in this remote work environment. This is why we're getting our people promoted because literally we're kind of doing the job of the sales manager for them, right? It's like, what's your pipeline looking like? What's your pipeline looking like? What are we doing in terms of new business development? Where are your leads? Okay, like yeah, I'm following up. Like open it. We'll audit it. Like I said, you know, hate me now, your bank account's gonna love me later. Like most people can't their bank account can't get to that true potential because like you know, it was hilarious that I remember I remember I watched this one like documentary where when Tom Brady went to the Tampa Bay, people were afraid to eat fast food. I was like, if you're contracted as a professional athlete with the NFL, what the hell are you doing eating fast food at practice anyways? Talk about a lack of professionalism,
Get that Whole Foods, you know?
right? You have like a whole freaking kitchen staff, right? Like yeah, like if you take a look at this, like look at how many this is like kickstart your sales career. And people sometimes they'll ask me like, "Yo, Rich," but they said business development representative. Should I go for SDR? Or you're gonna be a BDR anyways. You might as well start right now. You didn't get
Yeah,
in,
I'm noticing like
right?
what's the difference with BDR and SDR, you know?
Sometimes companies just call it something different. But again, you miss, um, for our product management program too. There's somebody that actually applied for a head of product management position, but they never had a product manager before, and they ended up getting hired. They they were like never a product manager, right? So that's just the thing, If you're like, see, who booked a call with her? Anybody book a call with her? HubSpot. Did anybody book a call with HubSpot?
No, when did she post that? 6 days
So
ago?
I actually did book one for today, but the link didn't go through on my phone, but it did on my computer. So I don't know why. It's very glitchy. Or it's not
You
glitchy.
know,
And you
maybe
want
because
to
it's
I
let her
international
know.
involvement.
I will let her
But
know.
this was the example. I remembered it. This was the example I gave yesterday. I said this. If they have a book an appointment link, you book an
Okay,
appointment. Okay?
yeah.
I want all of y'all to go book an appointment. Everybody, we're gonna have a special little section. You see, this is the thing. I see all these people, and what you'll see here is like, um, here's the thing, right? Whatever you're telling yourself right now, when you see that thing and you're like, oh shoot, should I reach out? Should I not? Think about how many people are not reaching out. Okay. Oh, Notion. Hang on, let's make sure this is a US role. Notion. Okay, San Francisco sounds pretty American to me. So anyways, like Business development representative. Here's the thing too. A lot of times people, you guys see that SDR. Let me see here. Give me a second. You guys saw on the Airtable that we basically have, right? We basically have all these people here from months and months and months and months all back. Y'all should be reaching out to all of them. Y'all should be connecting with. In fact, that's what you guys are going to do. That's y'all homework for the next 24 hours. I'm here and I'm committed to helping you guys all land. You guys got to do your part. And that's the next thing is like, I want to know starting tomorrow, how many of these roles did you guys hit? I want numbers. You know, this is actually like, when people are saying like, they're like, oh, dude, can I go out there and actually get promoted? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, if you go to work. If you go ahead and go to work, you can go ahead and get promoted. So I'm going to copy this one right here over. And I can tell
Where's
you,
the spreadsheet at?
what's that?
Where's the spreadsheet?
That's
Plex,
also what I was gonna ask.
oh, Plexi, can you do me a favor? Can you share the shareable version with these folks?
Would it be in our email or is it gonna
No,
be in
no,
the
no.
link? Or
Yeah, Plexi, can you pop that thing into the Slack channel? Basecamp?
nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see? Book an appointment. Y'all need to be booking appointments. That's your job, right? Book appointments. I currently have right now, in the time that we've been doing this, somebody tell me the clock. What do we got? Like
440 on my end.
there you go. And we started a little bit late, right? So we have one right here, sales development representative. Okay, I want you guys to all hit this. And we're gonna go down. That was my bad on terms of okay, Nook, 15 open positions. Up, but
Mm.
what? Oh yeah. And don't be shy. Hit the customer success roles too. Like
No.
that's very similar to sales. Hit the customer success roles as well. What people want in this kind of market, this is called in tech, they call this a wartime economy. So like right now, what this is what we call like peacetime product managers, and then there's like peacetime product managers and wartime product managers. They're looking for wartime product managers. You see? SVP of sales. We are currently hiring for several roles: AE, sales executives, business development representatives, BDR. Hit them all. If you're ready to join us, feel free to DM me. One team, one dream. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and don't just hit up. Don't just hit. I know we didn't get this yesterday because I used to live in New York, and I definitely would have remembered whether or not we would have went through a photo like this. This is at the edge in New York. So like see, we're hiring sales development representative, you know, like this is the hilarious thing. Can you imagine right now you're like a designer, you're on the design team, and they're like, yo, can you get me this homie here sure as heck was not whipping out this graphic. Can you get me a graphic that says we are hiring with they sent over a Google Doc and you're like, this is exactly the thing. I want you guys to have this mindset. They need y'all. Okay. So when you're reaching out, let's start thinking about like as I'm doing this, let's think about like what are some action steps. I want you guys to take this down and I want you guys to get this thing on the action steps, right? Number one is when you're reaching out, what do you say? Well, first of all, what should you be doing as next steps? You guys should be reviewing, have all y'all subscribed to the YouTube channel yet? Exactly. Okay, good. All right. You guys should be, we're going to be posting up this coaching call. You guys should be reviewing it because this is the thing. When you're putting most people, they say they're doing something, they're not doing it. We post up, we're total, when you're in sports, there's like, I don't know, 2,000 cameras at every angle. Like come game day, there's no hiding. So you guys like want to go ahead and like almost kind of like we're kind of running like reality series like Who Wants to Be a Fighter or like Who Wants to Be a Singer, right? We're gonna get y'all brands going up, right? Like you guys are now gonna be brands. Like your competition, heck, your freaking classmates, they seeing what y'all are doing and they still refusing to even show up. But like, let them know I'm coming. This is what they're gonna want to see. I that like this is what the kind of salespeople they want to hire. I'm showing my comp. I have an iPhone going on right here. We are showing our competitors what it is that we're doing, and this is why we have so many testimonials. And they just refuse to do it. Why? Because of laziness. This is a big, big reason why companies are deploying AI, because AI will never be lazy. You know, like if you take a look at it like December, it was hilarious. Some people, we had people on our admissions team. We had people on our admissions team, and then they're like, "Yeah, Rich, they said they want to start. They say they want to start the tech sales program like in January. Oh, Rich, they said they want to be a product manager in January. Rich, they say they want to be a cybersecurity person in January. Like, yeah, what we talked in December. You're talking to me in my New York home, right? You could hear the family out there in the other room. I was in my I was in my home office doing my thing, right? Yeah, the heater wasn't working that day. Nothing in New York usually does. You saw me in my hoodie. You're like, are you indoor? I am indoor. This is why I spend my West Coast. I mean, I spend my winter time in the West Coast, right? I'll go out there. You know how I motivate my team? I'm like, I'll take the calls with you guys. I was like, I'll take the calls with you guys, right? And I tell them, okay, if I gave y'all $100,000 by Friday to see who was going to bag in the most enrollments, all of a sudden, people were on their phone like they were LeBron's agent, cold calling Gatorade and Nike. That's the thing. I have this video. I have a stack of clips that my team sends me because like I have a really bad scrolling addiction on Instagram, right? And that's how these apps get you hooked. There was this dude. Let me know if you guys want me to post up the clip. But it's like on either YouTube or Instagram, right? There is a guy in Queens that he was that I think it was like one of the towers, the projects, it was on fire. He asked the fire department if he could let him in because his mom was sick. She's bedridden. And they said you can't take the elevator up. It's too dangerous. Like, I'll go up the stairs. And it's like 30 floors up, right? And they're like, you can't take the stairs. Despite the fact that he had a fractured hip and he was on crutches, the guy with no rope or safety equipment scaled up like the walls, like he was. This is in Jackson Park, by the way. Scaled up the pipe, the rain pipe that goes on top all the way down. That tower could have been there for 50, 60 years. And the whole time he was just like, I got to get to mom, you know? And 100%, we hear those stories all the time. We're like, some parent out there, a mom, San Francisco's a lot of hills, right? I remember this one story. She lifted up an SUV because that thing was falling backwards because some freaking loser didn't put it on park correctly, didn't put the safety brake on. So it's like a mindset problem. So when people are like, Rich, should I? If the question is should you do something, 95% of the time, shy of you breaking the law, which I don't advocate, you just should. Okay. And the worst thing that's going to happen in terms of like why so many people are not getting, I see so many people that would just go out there and they'll have this open to work sign and then they'll just talk crap about how bad the market is. I mean, yeah, it's been 24 hours. Does it look bad? It doesn't, right? Here's the thing. You take a look at like some brutal sales racket like real estate, there's always going to be the winners there. Everybody else can just say the market's bad, nobody's buying homes, nobody's selling homes, right? If you go to like if you guys ever should read a sales book, I think that really changed my sales career. Was like the greatest sales person ever, Og Mandino, about he was like the best car sales guy ever, right? Now I think when I think of car sales, I'm like, what did I do wrong? You know, it was one of my friends back in California. He's doing that. You're in the heat, sun, like a lot of the day. They're just taking more action, you know? They're just taking way more action. So I dare you guys, like this right here says, I'm looking for a manager of inside sales. You know, I want you guys to manifest what's actually possible. Like, doing a YouTube testimonial with me is like, let me show you how it is that I manage my workflow. And that's how I'd manage myself. And that's how I'd manage those other people. You guys have to have this like limitless mindset, right? So like,
Get the Bradley Cooper limitless attitude, like that movie, Limitless. Yeah.
this is the craziest thing about Elon Musk. Love him or hate him. That guy has like, it's funny. That guy has like, I think 20 some like federal lawsuits pending against him. And then he's probably like, I remember I saw this like one video where he's just like, they're just like, you know, he's like, I spent about a third of my year in court. We'll never get to Mars. So if you think about it, it's pretty strategic because that homie freaking bought Twitter, back Trump, came up with the Department of Government Efficiency. What he's got to do right now is just defund the agencies that have a lawsuit against him. Now, that guy just went on the reverse counterattack. Look, he's
We're
like,
definitely we're definitely a country that is for sale. It's all capital based. It is what
yeah,
it is.
it's a country where taking action is gonna be like the thing is this like Trump, hate him or love him. I don't want to get political, but the truth is like they had 4 years to put the homie in jail. They outspent him $3 to one, and that guy was just out there swinging, you know. Uh, so like, you want to know why? Because guys just like he's taking action. So here's the thing that I actually this is one of my favorite stories going back to New York this Christmas. I had two friends, both of them got divorced. And one of them came to Friendsgiving with like a date and the other one did not. One of them was like dedicated, friggin' was on downloaded every single app, swipe like 300 times a day. And the other one was like on it like every other week, go on one date like once a week, and then like what ended up happening? The person that swiped more won. I mean, essentially came with the date, right? If you take a look at soccer, the team that has the most misses always pretty much ends up winning the game or the World Cup. But when people get the ball, they're just like, you could see it like, yo, homie, don't pass the ball to me. Remember that? Like, and they're like, take the shot, Like the movie with the sniper on there, like, take the shot. Like, because you want to know why? Like, nobody wants to do the press conference where it's just like, like you had the most misses in the game. Like, well, what would you have to say about that? It's like, yeah, but the person that has the most misses always also gets the most goals. They know it, but they have to like bring themselves to go out there and actually perform at that level 9 hours ago. Uh, yo, man, what bad economy, right? What bad economy? Hey, dude, two people are posting up for this role. No bad economy. There's really no. So, hey, we're hiring for sales development representatives, right? Hit them all. Our sales team is growing fast, right? So, give me a second here. When you take a look at the people that are same thing with like the product management, the cybersecurity program, the people that are like they're getting the most, man. I have give me a second here. I have right now, I've sourced 79 roles, and then no excuses at this point because we're still going. Once we basically get this thing on, because you guys all have Plexi, did we upload that thing for everybody? Did you guys see it?
Yes,
In,
which I sent in Slack.
thank you so much. Everybody give a big thank you to Plexi. She
Thank you,
does.
Plexi. Thank you. Now we can apply to jobs. Thank you, Plexi.
She's been sourcing out that spreadsheet for y'all for months. It's like a Red Cross aid package with like food and bandages and like clean water and like medicine. Yo, I want everybody to hit I want to know tomorrow, y'all three, y'all keep yourselves accountable, okay? Because I'm gonna be auditing. Like I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be that Asian tiger mom that y'all never had. Okay,
Okay. Asian
okay.
tiger mom. Okay.
Dude, they're like freaking, it's like hilarious. They're like, why? They're like, there's a stereotype, like, why are Asian kids like good in math? Let me tell you why. So I had somehow
Mm.
found a way to evade going to one of those Asian after school programs. I think up until I was like 9. And because I knew what was going to go down in there, I wanted no part of that shit. And because they always tell you the same thing. They have you take an assessment and it's timed, and they're like, we don't know what to tell you. But your son is just really bad at math. And I was like, it's like the termite inspector. Every
You
time
make me
they go
think
out,
of
yeah, to inspect a home,
Ronnie Chain. You
guaranteed
know
termite.
Ronnie Chain? I think of you as almost like him. He's so cool. I like Ronnie Chain, how he is, and he's very boombastic. I love it.
Oh man. So, anyways, you know what they do after that? For 2 hours a day, every single day, for the first week, for all 7 days, you guys show up to that thing, and it was called Kumon. And I'm telling you, even when I see it's called Kumon, and every time I drive past it or I see that thing, I just want to go to Home Depot and burn that thing to the ground. Like they're like for 2 hours a day, it's 14 hours, right? They're like, we got to start this thing from ground zero. They were talking to my parents like, if we don't save him right now, he's lost. I'm like freaking 9, right? And they're like, he's got to do 2 hours of addition every single day. And it was just pure punishment, right? And then they give you more of those little packets to go out there and do from home. And you get so zoned out and just so locked in. And this was like, they didn't even let me play like music or something, right? This is like, imagine running a marathon with no AirPod right now.
Not even like any Mozart, no Bach. I hear you. I had it like that too when I was a kid. Math was like that for me, and I had to
Yeah.
do everything extra. Yeah, it's
Yep.
pain. It's
It was
painful. I
painful.
know it. I know it feeling.
And then the next week was subtraction. The next week was multiplication. The next week after that was division. And like I'm telling you, by the first day, like you um I didn't even want to take a look at the dashboard from my mom's car when she picked me up. Like if it was a number, I was just ready to throw hands, you know. But like it was just true. But nowadays, when I'm like negotiating like a deal, it's like, yeah, so we'll do 10. I'm like, I mean like 10%. 15. So, okay, so sometimes they have it like a little bit educational sales development representative appointment setter, right? So I'm gonna go out there and copy that. So sometimes you gotta like actually kind of look for it. But US and Canadian base. Do we have anybody on the team right now that speaks Spanish?
Nope. Not me
Okay,
at least.
No, te habla español.
okay. Well, I mean, you didn't have to, but things that you actually want to like for this example right here, they're like, you know, uh, obviously they said like Latam, so I saw that. Okay. And then obviously, like when you're crafting up your messages, you want to start thinking a little bit. Like when we had people that apply to certain companies, it's just like hey, I actually end up like I do speak this one foreign language, or like, hey, when somebody was applying for this like e-commerce software, for Shopify, right? And they said like, this would be a dream job for me, selling like enterprise solutions for Shopify because I actually had a small e-commerce store when I was in college with my sister, right? It's like, oh, like any little thing that could differentiate you and make it more humanized, because that's what we actually talked about in the beginning of this call, which is like being more real. Like you're not just like getting a job for the sake of it, getting any job. Um, like one of the people that took the program to get a product manager job ended up going to MLB, Major League Baseball, and it was like, I am a baseball fan, and you'd be amazed how many people apply to MLB and they like, I don't watch baseball. Like
Mhm.
you will not shy of like, I remember like there's a few times like the company would like pay for like box seats for like the top performers for the Dodgers. And like I'll take a photo in there for my IG for clout. Like shy of that, like I really don't like I would never go to a baseball game. I lived in New York for 8 years, never been to Yankee Stadium one time. And when I told people like, oh, I'm moving back to LA, they're like, oh yeah, you still moving to Yankee Stadium? Yeah, I'm perfectly okay living the rest of my natural life and never stepping foot in there. But like
Uh,
those people, they're like, but the Yankees, I'm like, and is that supposed to mean something
I've
to me?
been to only the Fenway Stadium, and even
Oh,
then, I didn't
Boston? Oh
go.
yeah, I've been in there
Yeah,
too. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
yeah, it's horrible. It's trash. The seating is trash,
I
and the
would pay to
food's
not be
bad.
there. You know?
I'd bring my own food. The food sucks there. It's so bad.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, Boston people. But what was I gonna say? We did that. So you guys saw me basically go at this for like 2 days, right? So here's basically the next steps in the process. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add all this into the Airtable right here, right now, because I'm already getting that look from Leanna, like, well, you're gonna forget 100%.
I'm applying for jobs.
Oh,
I'm
79.
listening too, but I'm
No, yeah,
taking
yeah,
in.
yeah. No,
You know,
as you should right now. Okay. And then I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna paste all of this.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I
Now,
love it. There's so many like to choose
yeah,
from.
yeah, 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 yeah. And that was just like you saw how many we posted up yesterday. Y'all saw how many we posted up today. And
Yeah.
y'all are seeing your competition is like, hey, what? There's a spreadsheet. But how many heads did you guys see Bob yesterday? And you're like, oh man, I'm ready to get this. Yeah, we can do this. They're like, where were they? Kobe has that famous story, right? I love sports references because when you're in sales, you are engaged in the sport. Like most other jobs, you can just kind of Plexi, can you hop on that other call and just let them know that like we're running like 3 minutes late? When you're like when you're on the thing, right? Software engineers, they can go a week and a half, 2 weeks and just coast and just feel depressed over somebody that didn't hit them up on Tinder. Salespeople, you gotta show up like correct. Like when you're playing a sport is like, hey, like are you even okay to perform considering you're going through your divorce right now, man? I'm good. It's like your ex-wife is suing you for a third of your assets. It's like, like you can't really like. That's why I love sales, is because it's so merit-based. The numbers at the end of the day just don't lie. And when you guys are I can't wait for all of y'all to be on the other challenge, because the next thing is I want you guys to be the number one producer, Q1, coming in there, vengeance, smoking the whole company and just letting them know I'm slaughtering the whole competition, taking names everywhere I go. You know
that
what?
sounds good.
No, because those are the people that are. I mean, why do you guys want to be an SDR forever? That's actually the beauty of the program. I was like, you guys aren't investing in this program to become SDRs. You guys are going to management. You know, like
Hmm.
you guys to think about this like this is my own business. See, we already have one dude reach out. Right here, I'm about to pop. All y'all supposed to hit this guy up. He has
And
sales
oh,
director.
Jerem.
right? We're reaching out to these people for y'all too, and letting them know we want to send you. See this? Hey, reaching out, tech SDR opening on your team. We have placed top performing SDRs because that's what they want. They want top performers. Amazon, AWS, Salesforce, T-Mobile. Would you like us to send you some rock stars? Heck yeah. Okay. So when I grab one of these, okay, I'm gonna post it up right now on our little channel. Okay. I'm gonna post it up here. I'm gonna tag all y'all right now.
MOLL. I'm gonna message him, say, hey, I know he just contacted you.
100%.
I'm one of those guys.
And I'm posting
Yeah.
up the screenshot right now. I'm posting up the email right now. And it says what? SDR referral from the SDR manager name right here. Okay. So that's what he wants right here, right? Okay. You guys are off of this call in 2 weeks.
Easy. Easy. Wait, so real quick, our homework is to apply to all of the jobs that you put on there. Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah,
Or reach out?
I'm gonna go out there and post up the next steps right now
Okay.
on the camp. Okay, next steps. Apply to all jobs. Okay. Apply to all jobs on the Airtable. Okay. Reach out to Joel. And I want you guys to put that little green checkbox thing so I know y'all did it. Okay.
All right. After completion.
I'm gonna Tiger Mom the heck out of y'all. Reach out to Joel. Dude, it's like literally right there. He's like, come hit me up. And like, look at how many people will take a look at that.
And not do anything.
Exactly. But you guys see right now, this is your competition. This is why they hire so many SDRs, because so many of your peers, they will quit, they will be lazy, they will give up. Y'all are getting ready to print like 150, 200, 250, $300,000. The top level SDR, the top level tech salespeople, they can make anywhere upwards of 700 to $1 million a year, right? And we want to get y'all in a place where you guys are gonna, I mean, man, what would your life look like if you're W2ing 400 G's a year cash money?
Different. In a better position. Different. That's it.
Let's
Way
just
better
say
than I am
that
now.
I would not be living here, and I wouldn't be living, in this country. I'd be
Y'all
living
will have
in
very different political views once you're in a different tax bracket. You'll be like,
That
this
is very true. That is very true.
I don't think so.
I
I think
worked for everything
naturally
I
I'm just
had. So yeah. Okay. So new schedule. Hopefully you guys got the invite. We're doing this thing. I'm here for y'all. Remember that. We're here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, same time. We are gonna
Okay.
have accountability. Don't give up. Don't give up on me. I won't give up on you. Don't give up on each other. Don't give up on yourself. Okay. We're about to
Okay.
take all that money. Look at all that money out there.
True.
Think about it.
Just saying, I don't think I'll be able to make it tomorrow. I got
It's
something
fine.
planned as well.
that
You're gonna-
saying that Trump said, there's two types of people in this world. There are killers and there are losers. And I think I would rather be the killer than the
Yo,
loser.
Okay.
when you guys
Valid.
when you guys get on the job and we have you guys on the challenge part 2, I'm ready to go out there and help put some zeros into the bank. Y'all ready for that?
Y'all ready for it?
I'm
Of
serious.
course.
I'm
I'm sending that
serious.
email to him right now,
This
literally.
is
I'm
like
sending a note to him right now too. That one guy.
What do you guys
Get
like
it.
suggest or like a no? I don't want to seem too peeving.
I,
Grayson,
You know what the
I was
hila-
actually done.
right. You know what the hilarious thing was? He actually
What's up?
the dude actually has like so many of these people if you're looking through the postings now that you guys have access to the list, they actually have their contact. There was a dude on there that posted up his phone number. I texted him and he texted back And people still didn't reach out to that guy. That guy was the CEO of the company.
Dang.
That's not good.
Right. So tomorrow I want us to go out there and hit up too some of the people. Some of the people. So here's basically the next steps. I want you guys to all watch. We're gonna post this thing up on YouTube, and I want you guys to go out there and watch this again. LinkedIn has a limit to how many people you can DM now. So I want you guys to apply to the jobs first. And then I want you guys to comment that you've applied and you are reaching out for next steps or you have your message on there. Because I think like if you don't buy premium, they're only giving you 5. Okay. So like keep everybody accountable. I want to start like when we start these sessions right now, I want to hear numbers. How many interviews, how many positions did we apply to yesterday? I'm going to designate like one person, Arthur, you're the last person to show up today, so you're going to take roll call tomorrow. You better be here on time. Is how many I want to keep track of how many interviews we have control over. Number two, how much LinkedIn outreach did we get done? How much applications did we get done? Okay. How many book of calls did we do? If they have a link on this is you this is your interview right there. It only takes one interview to get a job. So how many of those people did you book a call with? Right? We have 100%. If they cancel the call, that's not like that, and they're actually going to appreciate that because most people are too chicken shit to go out there and actually do it. I want those metrics. So remember when we post up the YouTube video, watch it until the very end. And this is what we're going to manifest for the journey. Number one, we're going to get you guys the job. Number two, we're going to get you guys promoted. Number three, I'm going to turn all of you guys into tech sales influencers. Okay. Companies
Mm.
in 6 months from right now, we're going to show them this journey like all access, like a reality TV series. 6 months from now, the hottest tech sales companies are going to be reaching out to y'all. The
I
hottest
have a
tech
nice
sales companies are
product
going to
going
be
on.
like, yo, I need somebody like that on my freaking team. Where have you been my entire life? My manager is hot garbage compared to, I've been watching like, yo, they're going to reach out to you like, yo, dude, somebody's gonna reach out. It's gonna say like, I'm freaking from Queens too, brother. Like that's what I need. I need somebody to whip my team into shape. I've been a big fan, man. I've been watching you this whole time because this is it. This is just like we're doing this right now on the iPhone, live in it. We're like, this is total accountability. When we enroll people here at Elevate, we deliver jobs. That's why companies, when we reach out to them, why do you think the guy's just handing me over his email? Because he knows we produce killers. Like you're either
That's
going to work or
cool.
you're not, right? Like the numbers at the end of the day, they won't lie. The performance, there's no such thing as luck. So when you're doing your work, you're gonna go out there and ask yourselves this. I want you guys to sync up real quick, 10 minutes after this. I want you guys to write it down. Come December 25th this year, how much money do you guys want to make? How like
Mm.
200K, 300K. I want you guys to go think about how much all the things you guys are gonna buy, all the lives you guys are gonna go out there and change. Because this isn't about getting a job. This is about positioning ourselves. I want you guys to have this mindset. You guys are gonna be tech sales thought leaders because that's gonna be the most AI proof position is companies are gonna want killers on their team and they're gonna be like, yo, we need somebody like that running our sales infrastructure. We want somebody like that managing our sales teams, you know? So, like when you guys are reaching out to those roles in the UK, let them know. I mean, I was going to eventually conquer your country anyways, or help you guys conquer the US. So I figured we might as well get acquainted right now. Right?
True
Salesforce,
that.
Salesforce, HubSpot, Salesforce, HubSpot, Uber. They're all global companies. I'm in Hong Kong right now. Ordered a DoorDash last night.
Go. Page.
I mean, come on. These are all global. Like you use like Google's everywhere, ChatGPT's everywhere, Instagram's everywhere, TikTok's everywhere. They ain't gonna ban that thing. Believe me, Zoom, what we're communicating on right now, is everywhere. You don't think somebody's selling Zoom solutions, Zoom calls right now? So I'm gonna give y'all everything y'all got. I went over time as usual. I really have to dip because the next batch is 12 minutes late and they waiting for me. But you guys can see it right now, right? In 2 weeks,
Yep.
y'all are off this call. Come February 1st, We talking about how to make commission, baby.
We're gonna have an offer. No jokes.
Let's
No
get that
jokes.
commission. This is when we're like, I'm the number one. Because you want to know why? You guys gonna do the same thing. You guys gonna show all of your coworkers, this is what I'm doing every single day, just like Tom Brady and Kobe and Jordan going up to the gym. This is what I'm eating every single day. This is what I'm working out on every single day. This is what I'm doing every single day. And you know why? You guys are gonna make the most money in this business because your competition refuses to do what it is that you guys do. They're gonna, you know how many people are gonna be, oh, I'm not at home. Talking like nobody has an unlimited data plan. Right? I mean, if the train's not coming, you gotta take the bus, or the bus wasn't coming. I mean, what were you gonna do? Sleep on the street in this weather? You're gonna go out there and walk home, right? You're gonna do what you have to do. Time and life don't stop. So let's get it. All right. I'm here for y'all. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on Elevate. We will not give up on you guys. You guys don't give up on each other. And then most importantly, do not give up on yourself. It's gonna happen so quickly. Your financial outlook is gonna look so different by March 1st. February 1st, we're going to be on the job. March 1st, by the end of the first quarter, you're going to be the employee of the month.
Of course.
Coming
Gotta
out
think
for
it to
all
be
y'all.
perfect.
All right. I got to run. I love you guys.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Nice,
All right.
nice talking to you.
Grayson, if you can't make it to the call, watch the recording for the next call, okay? Don't miss out
You
on
got
it.
it. Out.
All right. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it.
The
Have a
message.
good one, guys.